Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel for today's CEO Power Hour. As per the usual, I'm just going to go ahead and do like those few checks that I like to do to see that everything is. Oh, I think everything's in. Oh, awesome. Okay, this is moving smoothly. I tell you guys, every time I come on live, I'm always a little bit nervous, even though I do this like multiple times a month. I always am like unsure about what to do. When you go live, it's a little bit of an awkward thing, but you got to push through it. Welcome to everyone who is here with me live, and welcome to everyone who's watching the replay. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to do the replay. And what we're doing today is going to be a CEO Power Hour specifically for a mid-year refresh and review, because we're at the end of June now. We got 6 months more or less in the books. We've got 6 more months until the end of the year. And in that amount of time, let me tell you, so much can be accomplished, so much can change. Your life can be vastly different 6 months from now. Goals that you wanted and wished and hoped and prayed for and you were having a hard time with, you can suddenly find clarity and move into a direction of achieving your desires. So we are, at a very, important time of the year that I think if you take advantage of this energy, you can really use it to give yourself some momentum and really build yourself the life, the business that you desire. So today we are going to be talking specifically about doing a mid-year refresh for your business, okay? So that's what we're going to be focused on: business goals, objectives, and doing our CEO Power Hour as well. So I'm going to try to do both, like some mid-year review and our normal CEO Power Hour. So make sure you get your free download down in the description box. So I want to go ahead and check the comments and see who's here. Hello, Teresa from New York City. Edie, Kelly is here. Welcome. Hi, Brandy. And that looks like everyone in the comments for right now. If you are here, please leave me a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, if this is your first time, if you've done this a million times before, if you're one of my very many. I get messages like this sometimes. I think it's so adorable from people who are like, I've been watching you for years and I love your videos. I never comment, but I just felt like I needed to let you know I was here. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that you're here, because I do appreciate it. And when I see your names in the chat and things like that, it really does help me to get to know you guys better. And it helps me to I visualize things for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you guys probably, if you've been around for a while, you know that I'll pull examples from like real life members of my community, and it helps me to have that frame of reference so that I know that I'm talking about like Kelly, for instance, right? And I know that Kelly has a very unique life because her husband works away from home for like long periods of time. So there's periods of time where her husband's home and she's focused on him, and then there's periods of time where she's alone and she's able to be productive on her writing work and her blog and things like that herself. So it's great to know you guys, understand your situations, and really fully welcome you into my community. So welcome. And hello, Vanessa, for joining as well. And there are more people here. There are more eyes watching than thumbs up. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so let me, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. What are you guys drinking right now? Let me know in the comments. But I have been making myself, this is actually like a protein but also coffee smoothie. So like my coffee is here, like there's espresso in here, but also like protein powder, which is what makes it like a very thick, like smoothie consistency. I consider this my like healthy milkshake. Okay. That's a little bit embarrassing because it's so thick that like I really have to like suction. And I just totally made like a fish face. Must be mindful of that. Okay. So we have Creatively Free to Be Me. Hello, welcome. She said, thanks so much for doing this live. It helped me set aside time to planting. You know what? That is an amazing point that I actually wanted to remind some of you, which was why I do these lives and why I try to do them on a reoccurring basis is because in having this live class, and even if you're not with me live, even if you're someone watching the replay, I do this so that you have the time carved out and like a dedicated time and place where you're going to be doing your planning. The number one thing that people in my community come to me and tell me they struggle with ultimately is that they don't have the time to actually sit down and plan. They don't actually take the time to do that work. And this is that time, right? So this is me holding space for you guys, giving you a dedicated community and place where we can all do this together. Follow along. I'm going to give you a process and you can feel free to follow my process or feel free to not follow what I'm doing. I don't care. I want you to do what works for you and what helps you reach your goals. So whatever works for you, take my advice today, follow along, or just do your own planning on your own and just listen in and comment and chat. Whatever you want to do, that's what this time is for. Hello to that colorblind artist. Thank you for all of your hard work, Alexis. Love from Canada. Oh, thank you so much. Erica says, hello, Erica. Divinely guided. Oh, she's got some French pressed coffee with heavy cream and stevia. Very proud of myself for not using sweet creamer. Yeah, I don't use, that was one of the easiest things for me to cut out, like on my health and wellness journey. I don't really necessarily care for sweetened creamer. I usually do half and half, but sometimes I'll do heavy cream if that's all I have. And I do almond milk. So there's almond milk in this. There's Premier Protein in this, that drink mix. And then there's another scoop. This is this is actually going to be this is my breakfast lunch. I haven't eaten yet today. Because I do intermittent fasting. So this is my breakfast lunch, you know what I mean? And it's going to hold me over till dinner. So this is probably I don't know, a 300 calorie smoothie, maybe a little bit more around that mark. Cause I've got Quest protein plus the Premier Protein shake, plus a scoop of peanut butter and almond milk and coffee and ice in here. So, very diluted. It's supposed to be like a peanut butter cup sort of a smoothie. I love doing that, chocolate and peanut butter. So awesome. Yeah, it's easy for me to cut off the sweet creamer stuff. I don't mind using the sugar-free creamers. And I really like using the low carb protein powder. I love that. Teresa said, iced coffee is a must for me at this time of year. Absolutely, myself as well. I'm one of those people who can and will drink iced coffee year round. I do like cold beverages. I just like my beverages cold, but even in the summer, I'll have a hot coffee. I think coffee in general, it's wonderful. Erica has a cold brew topped with some heavy whipping cream, with whipped heavy cream. Awesome. So I'm assuming that's heavy whipping cream that you've whipped yourself. Sometimes what I do is, I think it's called I'm going to totally freeze on what the term is. Espresso con panna. It's an Italian phrase. It's when you have a shot of espresso and then you put whipped cream on top. So that sounds like what you've got, Erica. Espresso con panna. The colorblind artist is drinking coffee. She's about to start a portrait drawing. Awesome. So see, do whatever. Take this time. Do what you're going to do. Plan, draw, write blog posts, make objects or, fulfill orders for your business. Brandy says, I don't care for sweet coffee unless it's cold. I like sweet. I don't need sugar sweet though. It doesn't have to be sickeningly sweet, actual sugar. I'm totally fine with alternate sugars, alternate dairy milk, things like that. Divinely Guided said, I add Premier Protein to my coffee too. The peanut butter chocolate is my favorite. Okay, I need to try that one actually, because I usually just get vanilla. This is the three that I normally get. Vanilla. I'll sometimes get the banana. And then I'll have a banana peanut butter chocolate smoothie, or I'll get caramel, which is what I have in here now. So I've got just a mixture of flavors going on in this cup right now. But I have seen the peanut butter chocolate and I would like to try that one. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome. She said, you just described me to the T. Awesome. I don't know what I was referring to, but probably in the intro when we were talking about planning, something like that. Creatively Free to Be Me says, black coffee is my jam. I need that in the morning. Kick in the pants. It's funny. I know we'll just start this chatty. We're good. We'll just be chatty. It's no big deal. I'll try to put a timestamp for the replay viewers if they don't want to watch this, but this is fun, getting to know me time, I guess. I don't drink coffee first thing in the morning. That's one of the things about me and caffeine. I prefer to wake up naturally in the morning without the use of caffeine. So right now it's 2. Now, to be honest, I've been up since 9, I think, maybe 9:30 I got out of bed. So I've been up for a little bit, but I haven't had coffee yet. This is my first coffee. I always try to make sure I have my coffee later because I don't want to become dependent on it to wake up and have energy. You know what I mean? Teresa said, Alexis, you're going to have to give us the full recipe for that. Sounds so good and healthy. I think I just literally listed it out, and I'm going to do it again. This is like it was 6 ice cubes. It was half of a can, not a can. They're the Tetra Packs of the Premier Protein caramel. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using the caramel, it's just the only one I had. I would use vanilla or peanut butter chocolate if you were going to be like someone else who would mention the peanut butter chocolate. Then I put a scoop of peanut butter. I put a scoop of Premier Protein, the cookies and cream one. And then I think I put 2 scoops of Splenda in there. Coffee. There was like actually a good amount of coffee. That's why it looks coffee colored today, because I think I put a little bit more, maybe like 2 or 3 shots of espresso in this right now. And then, I topped the rest of it off in my, I use a, what is it called? Jeez Louise. The NutriBullet looking thing. Yeah, I have a NutriBullet style blender. And I just filled the rest up then with almond milk, which wasn't really a lot. It was maybe like 12 ounces of liquid in total, and then coffee. So, so that is what's inside of that drink. It's very good. I like making it peanut butter chocolate. Okay. Oh, the Posh Dog says, caught your live in the UK. Welcome, 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 UK. Okay. And Kelly, don't want to forget about her. Coffee first thing. That's my slow time. Yeah, I like to have either water or I have an amino energy drink that sometimes I use in the morning, or the superfoods. I've been getting back into the green superfoods mix, which is kind of like a wheatgrass, kind of add it to water mix. I've been using those things. Each of those have natural, some natural sources of caffeine, but not as much as espresso does. So, but again, I don't drink them necessarily first thing. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead. Let's maybe been on for 12 minutes. It says, okay, so it's 2:13. Let's go ahead and jump into, do you guys want to do a meditation? Let's really, really quickly do a meditation. I'm not going to do my normal affirmations that we always do. Let's just do a really quick reset sort of meditation, since we're doing, refresh and review. So you guys know the drill. We're sitting up straight, back square, shoulders down, back, chest a little bit puffed like a rooster. Hands, palms up. I'm putting them down at my desk. I'm going to go ahead and put my feet flat on the floor. And we're going to go ahead, and if you want to do our normal deep breathing, which is the deep inhale, hold at the top for 3 seconds, and then release with a sigh out your mouth. Feel free to do that. I'm just going to do a nice intentional deep breathing. And then I'm going to do a teeny little bit of a guided meditation for us, just to get into the reset mindset. You guys ready? Okay. You know, I always like to stretch out my neck when I do this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. We'll breathe in. Out. In. Out. We're going nice and slowly and intentionally. Just trying to bring our energy back to just a normal rested state. What I want you guys to do first, really quickly, is I want you to scan your body from head to toe and just look for any tension anywhere in your body. So it's going to be imagine a little scanner. It's coming in right through your body. And it's going to be able to pick up on areas in your body where you have some tension. And wherever you feel that tension, I want you to stop for just a minute. I want you to pause. And I want you to breathe into it. Do one deep round of breath, breathing in, and then intentionally relaxing and releasing that tension on your exhale. Just notice the way you feel. Do any little movements that'll make you feel more relaxed or will help you release tension. I want you to feel good and open with no blocks, no physical tension or blocks in our bodies. Because what we're about to do today is shift not only our own energy, but shift our futures. That's what we do every time we sit and we forward plan. We shift into new possibilities, a new timeline, a new path amongst all the millions and billions of possibilities for our lives. We're actually stopping and deciding and saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm heading towards. And once you've decided, you've made that choice, choosing being such a powerful force in the world, in the universe. Once you choose, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. And right now we're sitting at the precipice of a new half of a year, a new quarter, a new month, a new fresh 6-month time period. And so much can be done in that time. 6 months of focus and alignment and self-discipline can really propel you years in the future. It can bring things that seemed years away right to you right now or in very little time. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get into alignment with that vision for our future and our business. We're going to set ourselves on a new course, a new pathway, a new timeline. And we're going to commit ourselves to seeing that timeline and that goal, that vision to fruition. Okay. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Spirit, the universe. Okay, I hope you guys feel relaxed. I think that's a good little guided little meditation we did. Oh, Teresa says, I've been meditating every morning thanks to you, Alexis. I'm so glad to hear that. Meditation really, truly has so many benefits for stress reduction, for clarity, for productivity. It's a wonderful routine you should do in the morning before you go to bed. I just kind of meditate throughout my day. Like I'll just do a little reset like what I just did with you guys now. And it just helps you to release tension in your body, in your mind, and helps the ideas flow. We shall dub this the fish face CEO strategy. Power hour, because that's what I'm going to look like all day today. Okay, let's go ahead. I do have an alternate view here. Whew, so much is going on screen right now. But I do have some slides and I do have 2 views for us. So you guys can see me and you can see the planner as we go through. And over here on the side, I also have my CEO Power Hour business planning sheet, which even though we're doing a mid-year refresh, I mean, it's still the start of a new month. We still have to do all this. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just make sure I'm, actually, I'll just do it over here. I feel like I'm not. Oh. Just want to make myself a little bit more centered there. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Okay, so CEO Power Hour Mid-Year Refresh and Review. Make sure you get your planner out. Make sure you get the CEO Power Hour planning sheet. And we will go ahead now. I'll go ahead and kick off these slides. So first thing here is, what do you intend to get out of today's CEO Power Hour? So I want you to drop me a word, a phrase, or even an emoji in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay for something that you came to do, learn, achieve, find clarity on, etc. What is your intention for today's class? Go ahead and drop me some words, phrases, emojis, nothing too long. Let's try to summarize this, right? What we're trying to do today with this class. And if there's anything specifically you're hoping to get clarity on, I always think it's good to set an intention. And I will go ahead and I will just wait a second and I'll wait for some comments to come in, and I will read a couple of them out before we move on. I'm going to check to make sure I'm there. Teresa says, level up and expand. For those of you who don't know, my word for 2021 is expansion. So that's all, I'm all about that, Teresa. Love that. Anyone else? Oh, here we go. Accountability to actually plan the things. Yes, that's what we're doing right now. We're actually having this time together where it's like, I'm giving you time. I'm going to give you a list of things to do, right? To make sure that we are getting our plans made. Absolutely. This is definitely a time for accountability. So the Posh Dog Clothing Company says, I am launching my dog treats as a monthly subscription and need to focus. Awesome. So you're focused on that launch. Wonderful. Erica is here to stay on track. Miriam said willpower. I love that. Willpower, self-discipline. I love that sort of self motivation, the sort of self-accountability is so important. Edie says peace of mind and equanimity. Oh, peace and equanimity. I don't know why. I think the little emoji made me think of a brain. Peace and equanimity. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, so now that we've all set a little intention for what we're trying to get out of today, make sure you download the Power Hour worksheet. Link is in the description box. We've already said that. I'll move on. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I want you to list your wins. So I am going to, this is where I'll pull out my Power Hour sheet here, but I want you to list at least 5 wins from the last month, because yes, you've had at least 5 wins in the last month, and I want you to find 5 more from just the first half of the year, things that you are proud of. So I want you to write down like 10 things, okay? I know we only have 5 spots on our sheet, but we can make this work. Okay, so hopefully you guys were able to write down like at least 10 things, 5 things from the past month and 5 things that you're just really proud of, wins that you want to celebrate from the year. So if anyone wants to go ahead and share some, I'm going to choose just a few, and we'll go ahead and we'll we'll go ahead and celebrate your wins, and we'll do the snaps thing again. Remember last month we talked about in my sorority, instead of clapping, we would snap. That's just cute thing to do and a nice way to like send some energy out into the world. So if you would like to share some of your wins, I would like to hear them. Go ahead and drop them in the chat box, or if you are watching the replay, go ahead and celebrate your wins in the comments. Of course, anytime, time is a construct, right? You should be celebrating whether or not we're here live, and I will go ahead and give you some encouragement as well as a reply to your comment. So go ahead. I will go ahead and actually do some of mine. So some of mine from this month is, I actually took some time off, kind of, sort of. I had like a mini vacation this week. So I actually had gotten myself ahead on some of my work so that I could basically take this past week and not have to do really very much, right? So like I did a few things that I had to do, like being present in my mastermind community. And I posted a little bit on Instagram, but overall it was just stuff that I felt like I wanted to do. It was nothing major. A lot of it was like pre-scheduled sort of stuff anyway. And so yeah, I took like the week off, which was really awesome and much needed because I've pretty much not really had like a significant amount of time off in a while. So I also created some really awesome marketing templates. And this month, I don't know if you guys remember from last Power Hour, I was focused on creating a lot of marketing systems and templates and things like that. So I was actually able to get a lot of that work done. I'm very happy with just the templates and systems that I'm putting in place now, because a system, helps you save so much time. When you have something that you can rely on and go back to and just like reuse templates to make it easier to create marketing materials and all that jazz. So those are two things from this last month that I'm very, very happy I was able to get done. Also, let's see. The wins from the past 6 months. I will say my number one there is that I created so many new products. Like for a while there, I felt like I wasn't creating enough new products. And there were so many things that were like on my like, oh, one day I want to make this list. You know what I mean? And this year I really got down to business and made a lot of stuff. Like I actually created a lot of new offers, and I'm really, really happy with that. Okay, let's see. We've got some feedback from you guys. Edie says, I added adults with autism to my academic therapy services and increased her revenue 10%. Snaps, Edie. Awesome. We love increased revenue here. Money mindset abundance. Wealth is yours now, right? Awesome. Very, very amazing. Divinely Guided said, I received a gem. Going the Extra Mile award at work and was presented with some written accolades from some of the nurses in my area. Oh, that's so sweet. Congrats. Awesome. That is very cool. Everyone snaps for Divinely Guided. She's been going the extra mile. Oh, here we go. The Posh Dog said, the past 6 months, the shop survived lockdown and reopened. This month, you rehomed a new dog. That's so amazing. Snaps. Everyone snaps for the Posh Dog Clothing Company. Yes, and definitely if you're someone who runs a business and your business like was able to like stay open during this pandemic and quarantine, or you were able to pivot and you were able to keep things going for yourself, snaps to everyone for that, because that is a really major achievement to have been able to have done that. So I'm very proud of you guys. I'll go ahead and take one more from Kelly. It says, finally back in my manuscript and seeing potential of getting it out by August. Awesome. Congrats. We cannot wait to hear more about, is this a book you're writing? A new book, Kelly? We're so excited. Make sure you keep us abreast of that situation. Okay. So there's a few more, definitely. Everyone who has shared, thank you so much. Snaps to everyone, because I know we all have wins. Little ones, big ones, from not just the last month, but the past 6 months. And it's really important that we take the time to celebrate those and feel like the sense of accomplishment and pride that go along with it, because it's so easy in our day-to-day lives to just do things and keep like checking boxes and be like, oh, I never do anything great, right? Like we always just like, we're always on to the next thing and we don't like take enough time to like celebrate what we've done well. So very, very proud of all of you. Okay, next thing we're going to do is our mid-year refresh and review here. which is all about recalibrating our plans for the next 6 months. So, oh, is this how I change it? I'm just gonna see. Oh. Okay, so first I want you guys to imagine the next 6 months, okay? In your brain, in our imaginations here. Where would you like to be? What would you like to have? And what major goals have you achieved? And my inspiration actually for today's class was this post I actually put on Instagram like a few weeks ago that says 6 months of hardcore focus and alignment can put you 5 years ahead in life. Don't underestimate the power of consistency and desire. And I want this essentially, right? If you need to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. But I want this to be your mantra for like the next 6 months. That if we can just buckle down, get disciplined, get focused, right? And organize our time in such a way that we're actually prioritizing the things that we say are priorities, we can be in a totally different place in our lives in just 6 months. So much can change, can upgrade, can expand in 6 months, okay? So this is where I want you to just imagine what it is that you want for your business, for your life, how you want things to feel, what you want things to look like, where would you like to be in life, where would you like your business to be, what would you like to have, and what would you like to have achieved, right? These are very, very important questions for you to just literally dream, imagine, because that's the first part on actually like manifesting anything, bringing anything to fruition or achieving any goal, right? Is imagining what that looks like, what that feels like, what that reality is that you would like to zoom into that timeline for. Okay, so next I want us to go ahead and set our intentions. Now, normally we do these intentions for the month, and I'm gonna go ahead and say like, let's just make these our 6-month intentions here based on those goals, that future vision and alignment that we would like to achieve. So what are your intentions for the next, not just the next month, the next 6 months? What are you going to do? How are you going to show up? How are you going to act? What are you going to commit to? And of course we have my traditional like 3 buckets that we have here are for self-care. So things that have to do with your personal needs and your energy, that's self-care. Goals has to do with actually your actual goals that you have set for yourself, and lifestyle, the way you want your life to look and work and the way you want things to operate in your life. What are those intentions? We can go ahead now and just take a little time to write out, 3 in each category for the next 6 months. Oh, and my little spiel here on what intentions are. So intentions are kind of like the outcomes, the visions that you guys want to bring to fruition. It's not like a goal itself, but it's like the energy behind what you're trying to achieve, if that makes sense. It's like where your heart is at behind what you're trying to do and what you're going for, what you're reaching for, what your vision is, right? So that's the difference between like an intention and a goal itself, or like an objective per se. I'll give you an example here of one of mine as we're going through. An intention for one of my goals, we'll say, for the next 6 months is to focus on what works, not what other people are doing. Because in my business, even me, I have shiny object syndrome all the time. I see interesting things that people are doing, the way they're marketing, the way they're basically moving online and making their money moves. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I can do that. I want to do that too, right? And I'm not focusing enough on like what's actually working in my business. Like that's the thing. It's like I need to, if I want my business to grow and expand, I need to do more of the things that work, not try like a whole bunch of new strategies. And I'm in some way I would say that I'm kind of the queen of trying new strategies. I love to try new strategies. I think it's great, and I think that to some extent I think it's valuable because of some of my courses on online business and the way that I'm here and I show up for you guys. But I think for myself, I need to stop getting distracted by other strategies and do the ones I know work for me. I don't have to try everything that's new. I don't have to apply it to my business. I need to focus on what actually already works in my business and just do more of that. So that's an intention. You see what I'm saying? It's like the heart behind how I'm going to achieve one of my business goals. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So if anyone wants to share some of their intentions, I'll tell you guys some more of mine. For self care, I really want to have time off regularly. Like I really need to rest more. Um, so that's one of mine. For lifestyle, I put to upgrade because there are just some things that like in my home and just like in my life, I just am like, this has been good, it's been solid, but it like needs an upgrade or an investment, right? So sometimes you get to that point, and that's definitely an intention I have for living my best life. Just catching up with your comments. Oh, here we go. Got some ones coming here. The Posh Dog says, do what works, not try to do what everyone else is trying. Ain't that just the truth? Yes. Oh, you were reiterating what I was saying. But also I think that this applies to everyone here that runs a business is don't just try to do what everyone else is doing. Don't get shiny object syndrome in your business. Make your plan, have your strategies, build your systems, and just like keep focusing on what's working. Like for me, I know that like I know what helps me to grow my revenue in my business. And you'd think that because I know that I would actually be focused on that and just doing it over and over and over and over again, but I don't. I am always like shiny object to like another marketing thing I want to do. I want to try this thing over here. I want to make this content, even though I know what actually is working for my business, right? I think there's a time for experimenting and there's time for not experimenting. And I definitely think that that's where I am right now. Too much experimenting. Carla says, rest for sure. I need to balance a bit more. We all could use some rest for sure. Let's see. Valerie said, help, I'm a bit lost between intention and goals. Would you give more example, please? Many thanks. Okay, so we've given a couple, but basically it's like the heart behind what your goal is. So it's not the goal itself. So it's not like, okay, so it's not like the goal itself could be like, take a vacation, right? But then the intention could be like rest more, right? So like even when I was writing them down, I wrote them down wrong and then just added things in. But it's like my intention to like upgrade things in my life, right? My goal isn't like get a whole new dining room set necessarily, but I have an intention in order to like support my best life to like upgrade things as necessary strategically that are not bringing me joy, I guess, right? So it's the heart. It's like the wisdom maybe that you can infuse into a goal, if that makes sense. Teresa says self-care is to work out, meditate, Mediterranean diet daily, lost weight and got so. Okay, so this is the thing though. These sound like goals, not intentions. So, like for this workout, meditate, diet daily, right? Is there some other wisdom that we could say that's like, could it be, what's the reason that you might be overwhelmed and not work out and not meditate and not focus on your diet? Is it that you feel like you rush too much? Is it that you feel like you don't have boundaries and too many people are like asking of your time? Is it because you're not being proactive enough, right? So like that, what you're listing, Teresa, is wonderful, but these are more like your objectives for goals, not intentions, like the energy that you're trying to infuse, right? The heart behind it. So like for the self-care, is it like you want to show up as your best self? Like that could be another one as well that I definitely wrote down for like my health and wellness one is like show up as the woman that I want to be like every day and eat like her, work out like her, do your work like her, live your life like her, that sort of thing. Okay, here, Cheryl says, reset business back to basic and stay true to our mission. Yes, so that's more of an intention than a specific goal or a specific objective. Awesome. Hopefully you guys can kind of see like the difference with those two things, okay? So these are your intentions for the next 6 months, the energy that you want to infuse into your life, kind of like your guiding principles, wisdom that you want to use to help you achieve your goals. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and actually review our business goals. So this is where I'm going to pull out my CEO strategy planner. So let's make sure this is centered. Okay, so we're going to review our business goals. So you're going to want to go out and wherever your business goals are written, you're going to want to get them. I have mine on this, like printed out on this sticky note very conveniently in the beginning of my CEO strategy planner. Just my business goals. I have a whole other page that's like all of my goals for like life and business, all of my priorities. But we're not going to be doing all of that today. So review your business goals. So we have 3 annual business goals. Okay. So they are what you want for your business. They're not how you'll achieve it. So your goals are different than your objectives, right? So goals are what you want, like what you want to see. Objectives are like the strategy for how you're going to reach it. So looking at those 3 business goals that you've set for yourself for the year, are you still in alignment with these goals? And if not, what needs to change? And if yes, how is your progress going? So you want to be like clear about how things are going for you. So, for all of my goals, let's see, I'm like chunking along, right? Oh, the only one that like hasn't been touched yet is the book one, publish my best-selling productivity book. I haven't even really started writing that one yet. You guys know that that's like Q3 and Q4. So I'm moving into the time where I'm going to be focusing on that a little bit more. But everything else, my revenue goal for the year and my goal for my membership, are all just trucking along. You know what I mean? Making progress. Yes, there's things I need to do to change it to make it better. Mostly focus on the things I know are working. And here I'm talking too on this slide about the types of goals I set, just in case anyone is new to this. Setting annual business goals is something I do at the beginning of the year, but if you have not set any goals for your business at all, and you've just been like trucking along, I highly recommend doing so. So the types of goals that I will set will be for things like a total income for the year, a list size, number of followers like in my community, specific engagement that I would like to see, key business accomplishments that I want to have like accomplished, what I want my business to look and feel like and operate like. These are the types of goals that I set for myself. So we're just going to take some time to like review our business goals. Are we still on track with them? Do we want to change them? Like, for example, my one about the book, if I didn't want to write a book this year, if I like changed my mind on that, I would remove it, right? I haven't. All of my goals are actually staying the same. Objectives might change though. So that is the first step, or the next step in this mid-year refresh, is to review our goals. Okay, so I'm going to move on because I don't really have an activity for us to stop and do. Okay, then we're going to review, wait, was that right? Yeah, goals, and then we're going to objectives, right? So next we're going to review our business objectives. Okay, so if you don't recall, objectives, like I said, they are the how you plan to achieve your goal. They're the strategy that you'll actually use, the project that you're actually going to undertake, etc., the work you're going to do to actually reach a goal. So what you're going to want to do is you guys review your objectives for the rest of the year, not just for the month. You can have up to 3 objectives per month though, which is why I say that. So I'm actually going to go ahead. I need a different pen though. When I write in this section of my planner, I use there you are. One of these guys, a Papermate Flare. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and review some like different objectives. So I have my objectives like in an overview of everything I want to do in the year, and then I have them broken out by month. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to check things off that I've done and other things. Okay, so I've done my editorial calendar class. That's done. Okay, my insert design class. Some of you guys may have heard me talk about this, that I was supposed to this month launch an insert design class. After doing a lot of journaling, I'm not in alignment for it this month. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the future, but for now, the insert design class is like not on the table for me. I'm going to leave it open, but it's like not something I'm actually like actively working on or scheduling. I just decided that it's not what I wanted to focus on. It was definitely more of a shiny object thing. Okay, so also under my products, there's the Mindset Mastery class. I did that. And Manifestation Insert Bundle. I made a Manifestation Insert Bundle that's for my mastermind, but I'm assuming I also wanted to make it publicly available. So I probably want to do that still. So I'll probably put it together and throw it on the shop eventually. Maybe have like a mini launch for it. And then my book. So those are the things that are still open. I'm just going to kind of cross this out because I don't think I want to do that. List building stuff. Okay. New business lead magnet. I did one in Q2. I haven't really been checking my email open rates and click rates on a quarterly basis. I'm just going to ignore that. Marketing. I haven't done my EB Evergreen sequence yet, or these sales funnels. I have a sales page for my mastermind done. I did that, but it didn't make the funnel. So it's like, it's partially done. So I'm just going to leave it. For my business development, I had automate customer testimonials. I didn't do that yet. Update EB evergreen sales page. I did that. And my classes for April, May, and June for the mastermind are done. Okay. I'll go ahead and check off my monthly objectives too. So April, I did this and this and this. I did this, I did this, I did this. Did that. Not doing that, not doing that. Okay. Now for moving forward. And this is, in case anyone's wondering, this is the CEO strategy planner. This is my monthly business objectives. This was my yearly business plan page that I was just going through. And now I'm going through I want to check my specific objectives. So for July, I'm going to do a mid-year refresh and review, like for all of your goals. So if anyone is not in the mastermind yet and you would like to do a full year, like a mid-year refresh and review for like your personal and your business, like whatever your priorities are, we're doing that in the mastermind on the 3rd of July. My 2022 inserts I still am on track to put those out next month, and I will do a campaign with that. August's class, I don't have a change for that. And I have CEO funnel with launch. So that's when I'm working on a CEO funnel. Okay, that's fine. September's class is still good. Empire Building Business Accelerator launch. That might change, but I'm going to leave it there for now. October, Money Magic and a mastermind campaign. That's fine. That's probably when I'll launch actually, let me do that with pencil because I don't want to write it in until I get closer to the day, but maybe this is when I'll do my manifestation inserts. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I hate launching more than one thing in a month. This is something I need to get better at and stop launching more than one thing in a month. November, Attitude of Gratitude, holiday sale. That's always the same. December, hopefully there'll be a book launch. The New Year goal setting, that's going to be my class. So that's definitely still on track. So my objectives. Is there anything else that I want to add? No, I just really need to get these sequences done. And I'm trying to intentionally leave the second half of the year lighter because I'm trying to write a book in that period of time and launch it. So I don't want to put too much on my plate right now. But I am very glad that I got a whole bunch of new products done. I'm very glad that's out of the way. Okay, so what does it say here? So yes, we have 3 objectives per month. How I approach my objectives. So once I have my 3 goals that are set for the year, then I can choose any number of objectives to help me reach the goal. That's the way that I work with objectives and goals. 3 goals for my business, and then I can manipulate that into any amount of objectives in order to reach those goals. So this is helpful for my mindset because if I don't like an objective, then or it doesn't work out exactly as I hope, then I don't have to feel bad about it. So for example, the insert design class, I've been talking about it. I feel a little bit annoyed at myself that like I told people I was going to do it, but then I changed my mind on it. But I really, really changed my mind on it. Like I journaled a lot and it was like, no, you're not doing this class right now. It was like not in alignment with me to do it. So, I'm just going to not do it. So I don't have to feel bad about it because it's just an objective. It doesn't mean that that my goal is going to go under because I didn't have that class. It just means I'm going to put my time and effort somewhere else into a different objective to reach my end goal. And usually it will take several different objectives to reach a specific goal. So like an income goal for a year, it's not do one thing and you're going to hit your income goal. You know what I mean? None of my goals really are do one thing and you're going to hit them. It's all going to be work that accumulates over time and over the course of the year. So I hope that makes sense. So make sure you've got your business objectives. You can review the ones you may have already set for yourself. Oh no. Oh no. I hate when this is why you do not drink around paper planner. It's okay. Darn. Okay. What was I saying? Totally lost what I was saying. Yes, we're reviewing our objectives for the year, marking off when we want to work on certain projects. And something else I didn't really include in this. I didn't put a link down in the description, but if you guys need the business brain dump triggers list, I have a CEO brain dump triggers list, and this can help you to really like unpack your ideas if you need that. I can put that in the description later. Okay, so we are reviewing our objectives. And then we're going to set our monthly objectives for the month ahead, of course, right? So the way that I like to set my objectives is for the 3 monthly objectives, what we've been doing in the CEO Power Hours is choosing 1 income, 1 community, and 1 project. So for me, let me go to July here and see what I was supposed to do. Oh yes, all of those are good. So my community one is the mid-year refresh class in my mastermind. Income is the 2022 inserts. Or it doesn't really matter. The promo campaign for them. Okay, so that's really these 2 things are swapped. The inserts are technically the project, and the income generation is the promotion for it. So, because unless I promote them, I don't make any money, right? So those are my 3 monthly objectives, and that's solid. Those aren't going to change. And then I also like to do with this is I like to identify a habit that would help me reach this objective. So okay, so for me, so the income goal was the promotion for my 2022 inserts. And so the habit that's going to help me with that is to post on social media, like drip behind the scenes and things like that of what I'm working on social media to kind of build up hype for that launch. The community of the mid-year refresh class, I just need to time block out time to do that, right? So this is something I do a class every month. So I'm pretty used to doing that. I just need to like literally block out the time and just say this time is only for working on this class, and my inserts and things like that that go along with the class. And then the project is the actual 2022 inserts, which also needs to be time blocked. Usually when I'm doing my insert updates, I've already actually started, like I already put together a little bit of a project plan for them. So I know some changes that I'm making to some inserts. But most of it is just updating my inserts from last year. So there's like a few changes I'm making to the inserts, and then there's just repopulating dates. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so that's what I've got for my monthly objectives for not October, July. Geez. Okay. And if you guys would like to share your monthly objectives, you can do so as well, and the habits that you might be wanting to focus on in order to help you achieve the goal. Okay. And while I'm waiting for those to go in, let's go ahead and, as always, identify our obstacles to having our goals accomplished and doing this work and working on these objectives. So, what questions or obstacles do you need to surrender to God, Spirit, the universe? So, what are things that you think are going to stand in your way that you need to surrender? We have a portion on our Power Hour sheet for that. Okay. Okay, here, Kelly, it looks like she put up an obstacle. She says, figure out what I need to get into the shop that will help me meet my revenue goal. Absolutely. So whenever we have questions, it's like, I need to figure something out and I don't know the answer, right? If we surrender it to the universe and say, universe, please show me. Show Kelly exactly what she needs to get in the shop that's going to be popular so that she can reach her revenue goals. Literally, this is what I do. I mean, I know some people have like very complicated like algorithms and systems for like doing like very intense like research and like marketing research to find out what's doing well. And if that works for you and that feels good to you, then keep doing it. But I just kind of rely on literally signs from the universe to tell me what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm like, God, if my business is here to help other people and I'm showing up, get me some inspiration, show me what I should be working on, let me know, the content to produce, which is always one of my obstacles. You guys know, if you've been here month after month, you know that one of them is always what content do I need to post to help like inform people and get them excited and help them show up to my, my live, and for them, of course, to like buy, whatever I'm selling in my launch. Oh, I got a question here. Can you give another example of a monthly project objective? So my project objectives are always like, for me, they're always like something I'm trying to create usually. So here we can go through all of the old ones here. In January, my project was to update my welcome sequence, my email welcome sequence. So that's a project that it's not like it's something I just need to do for my business. You know what I mean? Or it's something that I need to do in order to create a new product, right? Like if I'm building out a class, then that's one of them. Like here in April, I was like knee deep in my empire building business accelerator. And so I had done my community objective. There really wasn't an income objective. I was doing 2 projects. So that was just like a fluke sort of a month, which is fine if it doesn't fit you, if you don't always have to do a project, if you don't need to do a project. But projects for me are anything where like I'm creating something that is like an asset that I need. Like something else I was working on this month was those marketing. Was that actually one of my, I should need to go and look and see. Did that end up being, yeah, my marketing assets were one of my 3 for this month. They weren't on here though. Yeah, because I did this insert launch campaign instead. But as you know, we didn't do that. But yes, when I had to go in this month and work on systems and creating marketing assets and templates and things like that. These are things I'm going to use for my business. But it was basically a project that I put together to do. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's a good example. I need to focus on what I need to be doing and not get distracted by the goings on and gossip in the town. Is that like, I guess that's like you're being serious about that. So I mean, I guess if you're getting distracted a lot, this is like a question of boundaries. And I guess it would be a good time maybe to also inject, if you guys have not done the productivity assessment yet, boundaries is one of the measures that we look at in the assessment. So if you have a hard time like setting boundaries with other people or with things that distract you, then you definitely might want to check on that and see how you can be improving your skills on setting boundaries. That's definitely a very important part of being productive, right? Is to be able to say like, look, I have my work to work on and I don't need to work on anyone else's junk, right? Like I don't need to have, what do they say? It's when something is taking up rent in your mind for free or something like that. They're like taking up space in your mind rent free, something like that. This is like an example of that, I would say, for me, is whenever you're dealing with people or things where it's none of your business, or it's not something directly, literally it's none of your business, right? It's not your business, and that's what we want you to focus on right now. So what I would say is give yourself distance from it. Don't feel like you need to react to everything. And also give like, if it's something you enjoy, like keeping up with the town and things like that, then give yourself like a dedicated amount of time and space. Like maybe have a call with a girlfriend, like scheduled, to talk about gossip, because that stuff can be, fun and stress relieving for some people, but keep it in its proper place. Like keep it within its boundaries so it does not overtake your mind or give you additional stress worrying about other people's issues or problems, etc. Because your business and you and your life is number one for sure. Yeah, so Valerie, a project could be to write a finished poem for each month. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. We still have more here, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. So, but we're done though. Here we go. Yes, we're done. So how do you guys feel now that we've done our little mid-year refresh and our little business planning power hour? Do you feel prepared, empowered, motivated? Are you ready to take charge and intentionally create a more balanced and profitable business right now? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Oh, here's a good one. Valerie says, helpful habit, create a helpful boundary where I can write every day for at least 90 minutes before I do anything else. Yes, that's like what I write. That's like my time blocking, right? So you're going to say that you're just going to time block a specific time every day for you to have 90 minutes to write. Absolutely. That is a very good, helpful habit for helping you to reach a goal or an objective. Yes, absolutely. So let me know how you guys are feeling now that we've gone through our review. There's like such a delay. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving on, but if you guys wanna tell me how you're feeling. Oh, Erica says very helpful. Edie says balanced and ready to take things on. Thank you, everyone. Yes, good. That's why I do this, right? This is why we do this every month, is to make sure you guys have the time to sit down and plan so that you know what you're supposed to be focused on, that you can kind of have that sense of relief that comes from planning. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what else? Here we go. Okay, so now is the time where I tell you guys about a way that you can go deeper and learn more and work with me a little bit differently. Calling all small business CEOs, do you ever feel overwhelmed by all the tasks you have to manage for your business and your life? If you're like me and you started your own business in order to live a different lifestyle than the norm, you wanted the flexibility and time and location freedom, being able to work when you wanted, where you wanted, so you would have the time to prioritize other areas of your life. So for me, breaking free of the 9 to 5 was freeing until I realized that without a solid time management strategy and strong prioritization skills, I could easily work on my business 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, hence my need for setting boundaries with my time and taking time off. So does any of this sound familiar to you? Does simply looking at your to-do list give you anxiety? Like tasks are multiplying faster than you can complete them, and you're continually sacrificing time with your family, self-care, or sleep in order to simply tread water in your business. With so many tasks to finish, how do you know what you should be working on each day? Or has the overwhelm of managing your business caused you to slow or completely stall progress on your goals? You're afraid to take action on your projects because nothing works out the way that you expected it would, and all you see are problems that you don't feel capable to address. Or you're constantly stuck on what types of content marketing you should be doing in order to grow your audience. Your content calendar is usually empty, or you wait until the last minute to write your posts because you come up blank, or you completely skip out on content creation altogether because the process is just too time consuming. Does that sound familiar to any of you? That you're overwhelmed by the amount of tasks that you have to do for your life and your business, and it's just becoming too much. You feel like this sense of overwhelm is actually stopping you from really being able to do things and set boundaries and time block what you need to, and actually just getting down to business, actually making progress. Or are you really having a hard time with content marketing, right? So like putting out the content, doing the marketing, making sure that your messaging is out there in the world so that your customers, your ideal customers, are able to find you and come back to you and purchase from you. Are these things that are really, really taking up your time and mental energy? What if there was an easier way to run your business? Imagine waking up in the morning after a full night's sleep, rested and ready to take on the day. You're excited to start work on your business because you are clear on your priorities and have systems in place that make your work much more manageable and, dare I say it, even fun. Imagine waking up to a business reality where you feel in control and in charge of your business, like the inspired and aligned CEO you always intended to be. Your business is thriving, you have time to take your work slow and get the results that you're looking for. Your home life is well managed and your personal relationships are thriving. At the end of the day, your head hits the pillow grateful and content, knowing that you created this reality and you can create whatever else you desire tomorrow. Introducing the CEO Strategy Bundle. This is a 3 masterclass series covering time management, mindset, and marketing strategies to streamline your business so you can finally live a balanced life. The CEO Strategy Bundle is designed to equip you with the tools, strategies, and lessons you need to intentionally create a balanced, profitable life and business so you can take charge of your time, clearly understand your roles as a business owner, the specific tasks to focus on through each phase of your business, and to set reasonable expectations to achieve a true work-life balance. You can master your mindset, get into alignment with your purpose, identify and overcome limiting beliefs holding you back from showing up for your business, and master the energetic secrets of productivity that help you triumph over your to-do list once and for all. And this helps you to expand your marketing, develop your unique messaging to stand out in your niche, quickly create a full calendar of impactful content marketing that sells in just a few hours per week, and show up on purpose and on message to grow your brand and audience. Can you afford to keep running your business the way that you have been, with a disorganized and unbalanced approach where you disregard your physical well-being and quality of life, ignoring your perfectionist mindset and allowing your limiting beliefs to sabotage your work and sales, and playing it safe with your messaging, or even worse, not creating content or showing up to market and sell at all? If you're struggling with any of these 3 problems, there is a reason why your business isn't going the way that you hoped it would go, right? So I really want you to get clear with yourself. If you're struggling with these things, can you continue to afford doing the same things over and over and expecting different results? We all know one of my favorite quotes. That's the definition of insanity. Keeping up a pace like this is going to end your business, and it's going to put a big damper on your overall health and well-being, right? So we know that when we get overwhelmed and stressed, it has so many consequences to our physical health, our mental health, right? And there really is a better way to live and do business, right? Just because you run a business doesn't mean you have to be running all over the place as a little busy bee and always have something to work on and sacrifice all of your time on fun things for work things, right? That's not what running a business has to be like, right? You can make it that way if you want it to be that way. But if you want it to be easier, if you want it to be more efficient in terms of your time, if you want to be more focused and have more clarity, I definitely have some tools and resources and strategies to share with you. So stop choosing between business success and a balanced life. The CEO Strategy Bundle will teach you how to manage your time, your energy, and expectations as a business owner so you can work less and earn more without sacrificing your personal life, family, or sleep. Here's what you'll get. The CEO Strategy Bundle is a bundle of 3 masterclasses that I designed to each take on one of these very big issues that women in my community who are running businesses were facing. So the CEO Strategy Masterclass is where you'll learn how to manage your time, energy, and expectations as a business owner so you can lead a balanced life, right? So you don't have to feel like you have to have a never-ending to-do list, that you're able to actually get focused on the areas of your business that are important based on the specific phase of business that you're currently in. That's very important. I had a lot of amazing feedback about that masterclass. You also get the CEO Mindset Mastery Masterclass, which is where you'll become a master of your own mindset, overcome and reprogram limiting beliefs holding you back from taking action on your desired life and business. Literally, this is an entire masterclass on all of the metaphysical tricks and strategies I use to get very clear on what it is that I want for my business and my purpose in my business so that I can show up as that person and running my business the way that I want it to be run, and taking down all of the limiting beliefs that stop me from getting things done. So there are so many different limiting beliefs. I actually recently did like a whole video on all of them. But if you're someone who is like a perfectionist, or you have that all or nothing mindset, or you feel like you catastrophize things, that every little issue in your business is a gigantic obstacle that's going to be in your way forever, right? There are so many different negative mindsets that are actually stopping you from just feeling like you're in flow and can get things done in your business. That is what the Mastery the Mindset Mastery class is all about. And then the third masterclass in the bundle is the CEO Content Calendar Masterclass. This is where you're going to streamline your content to help to keep your audience and revenue growing without overwhelming your schedule or spending money on ads. So many business owners who work online struggle to create content. And I know that I'm a little bit of like a content queen here on YouTube and with my blog and things like that. I'm someone who loves creating content. And a lot of people are often very surprised that it really doesn't take me very long to do my content creation, right? Like I have a system for actually coming up with so many ideas that are actually on brand, on message, and attracting the right audience to me. So if you're someone who has been like creating content and you feel like you are not getting any traction with your audience, or you feel like you're not making sales, right? Like you have people watching your videos or liking your posts, but it's not converting to actual sales of whatever your offer is, your products, your services, etc. That is a disconnect that will be handled in the Content Calendar Masterclass, where we really get, it's not just about your content calendar. Truthfully, we go through your messaging and really every little step that has to do with attracting and growing an audience, right? So if you're struggling on your messaging, if you feel like you're in a crowded niche and you don't know how to stand out, that is what this masterclass is all about. And I have a whole section of the masterclass, a whole module is all about time-saving techniques that basically help you come up with a year's worth of content ideas in like a very short period of time. And then I, of course, share with you guys exactly how I batch my content process so that I am able to get all my content done in literally just a couple of hours of work per week. And that keeps my email list growing, my sales flowing. Everything is always going up for me because I know what my messaging is, I know what my niche is, and I'm creating content that aligns with my products and kind of helps to bridge the gap between what it is that I'm doing and what I can help people with and the people who actually need my help. So those are the 3 masterclasses that you get in the bundle. And you can go ahead and meet your instructor. Hello, my name is Alexis if we haven't met. Imagine that smart, funny, and super successful friend who is always sharing the most life-changing business tips and time management hacks. The one everyone goes to for advice because she just makes life look so effortless. Yep, that's me, and I'm your new on-demand business bestie ready to help you get your life and business organized. If you're not familiar with my story, I was a once upon a time sales and marketing manager for a Fortune 50 company that left my corporate 9-to-5 to start my own business, designing productivity and business tools, classes, and courses in 2014. So for the last, it's now 7 years, I've grown my business into a 6-figure passive income generator using nothing but great content and social media marketing. I have a following of over 1,500, right? 150,000 awesome business and productivity buddies via my blog, YouTube, Instagram, and email list. And I'm so glad to be connecting with you for this amazing opportunity to help you grow your own business online. So you guys know I don't spend money on ads. I do completely everything I've done is through content marketing, which is something that makes me a little bit different. I also focus on passive income, which means that there's no products that I have to do. There's no service that I have to render most of the time. I have a few services that I do, like when I do live business accelerators for empire building and things like that. But that's the business I've grown, like a passive income business. Using just social media, no ads or anything, no, sketchy sales stuff. So if that sounds like the kind of business you would like to run, I am here to mentor you if you would like me to be your new best business bestie. So remember that running your business was your dream. It's not your nightmare. So I want you to take back control of your life and business with proven strategies that will keep you balanced, focused, and on track. With the CEO Strategy Bundle, you can enroll now. There is a link down in the description to the sales page, which if you hit enroll now on that sales page, it'll take you to this lovely CEO Strategy Masterclass Bundle over in my shop. And this is how you can check out. The link in the description will take you to the sales page where you'll see all the key information that we covered today. On that page, you'll hit enroll now to view the listing for the course. You can add it to the cart, and there was a couple of different ways that you can add it. You can check out on my shop via PayPal or credit card. It also has that Apple Pay feature now as well. You can view your cart to apply the coupon code for your discount and then proceed to checkout. I forgot to tell you guys that there is a coupon code that I have for you guys for coming to the Power Hour here and being part of this with me and getting this far in the class. I have a discount code if you guys are interested in enrolling in the CEO Strategy Bundle. So give me a second, I will put that up on screen as well. So once you check out, here we go. Here is the cart page, what this looks like when you add the CEO Strategy Bundle cart. And you see up there on like the left, upper left, it says apply coupon. That's where you'll enter a coupon, and then you can proceed to continue to check out. It'll take the discount off of the total there. After the payment is processed, you'll be redirected back to the shop where you'll see on the page, there's going to be a link for downloading the welcome letter for the CEO Strategy Bundle. If you miss the redirect back to the shop, don't worry. You'll also be emailed a receipt and it looks kind of like an invoice for your purchase. And inside the body of that email is a link to download the welcome letter PDF. The welcome letter PDF includes a link to register for the course website where the master classes are housed and where you can find all of the class materials. And if you have any issues or questions, you can email me at alexis@strangecharm.com, send me a message, email me. I think email is always the best way if you have a question about something like this, because sometimes it takes me a while to get back to like DMs or comments on YouTube. So if you ever have a question about a product, send me an email. That is my email address there. You're going to love your business and life again, so don't delay. Enroll now in the CEO Strategy Bundle via the link in the description. And as I promised, let me give you the coupon code. Boom, here it is. I'm just gonna put that right there. Does that look nice? Just right over top of my picture here. But yes, the coupon code CEO Power Hour for $100 off the CEO Strategy Bundle through the end of June. So this is what I'm going to do. If you guys are here with me live, you guys are seeing this. I'm not really publicizing this anywhere else. So you guys have an opportunity to get the $100 off the bundle, and this expires the end of June. So you have a couple of days. So that those of you who are also here watching the replay, I also want you to be able to take advantage of this if you're interested. If any of those situations, if those 3 situations apply to you specifically, that you're feeling overwhelmed by all the tasks you have to do for your life and your business, you're having a hard time balancing it, number one, and even just knowing what to work on for your business, that first masterclass is excellent for that. We talk about the phases of business, exactly what you should be working on, the different roles that you as a CEO of your small business are going to have to take on in order to get everything done, right? And with those come like their own little mindset shifts. All of that is in the first masterclass, the CEO Strategy Masterclass. Then there's also the Mindset Mastery class is all about the mindset of a business owner, right? Like the mindset you have to have in order to basically wake up every day and fulfill your potential, right? And get inspired and aligned to action, right? By just simply being aligned with what it is that you're trying to achieve. I found so much success with that, more so than any other like logical strategy where it's like you have to go in and do deep research to like in your niche and like understand things. Look, I do market research, but I do it very simply. But I really put a lot of stock into just simply being in alignment and letting the signs guide me and letting God, spirit, the universe, tell me what I should be working on, showing me what I should be working on. I know some of you watching this will be like, huh, that's the craziest thing I ever heard. But some of you, I think, understand what it means to be like divinely inspired, right? That you're trucking along and you get like a wonderful idea for what you're supposed to be working on, or you get a feeling for what you need to be working on. And when you follow those feelings through, they bring things to fruition that you were looking to achieve. So that is like the energetics of being a business owner as far as I'm concerned, and the mindset of being a business owner is all in there. All of those sorts of routines and strategies and journaling things and affirmations that I do are all in the second masterclass. And then the third masterclass is all about content marketing, essentially how I grew my business to where it is now. My following is to where it is now, with no ads, just great content, just knowing what my messaging is, just being very clear on who I am, what I'm here to do, how I can help people, and putting that together very simply using much simpler techniques than you can imagine for saving you time and energy. in your marketing, which is one of the most important things. So many business owners are doing the work behind the scenes, but then aren't doing the marketing, which is really the front-facing work of actually selling and talking about what you're doing. And that's the piece where if you're having revenue issues, you're probably not doing that enough. You're not showing up in marketing enough. So I have that whole dedicated masterclass to marketing and content marketing, which is what you need if you are an online business owner or you're selling online. So feel free to use that coupon code until the end of June for $100 off the bundle. And I will go ahead and see if there are any questions now before we go our separate ways. Also, the CEO strategy planner, of course, that's what I've been using. It's my business planning inserts that I use to keep everything organized for my business. I have the link down below to where you can purchase this planner as well. So I'd highly recommend the CEO strategy bundle and the CEO strategy planner. I would get those. And once you buy them, you have them for life, right? And the CEO strategy planner is undated. So you buy it once and it's yours forever. Okay, we're at like an hour and a half mark here. Okay, looks like most of you guys are chatting. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I think what's going on now in the comments is mostly you guys are talking, which is awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are connecting. So if you guys have no other questions, I'll wait like another few minutes because I know there's a delay with the chat. But if anyone has any questions about any of this process or the bundle or anything else you might need help or advice or direction on, let me know. Go back. Oh, I missed this. Carla, it says, I'm interested, Alexis. So I wonder if you were probably responding to if you're interested in learning more. If you have any questions, Carla, let me know about the bundle. Carla says, does the planner come with the course? No, it doesn't. I had the planner. The planner doesn't come with that course. No, you don't necessarily need the planner for the course, but I recommend having the planner just like in general for business planning. You do get some separate business planning inserts that are not in the bundle that are in the masterclass though. You get some inserts that are not in the CEO strategy planner inside of the bundle. There's some different ones. Those weekly inserts that I've been using are in there. Okay. Kelly says, I love my CEO strategy planner. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kelly. Edie says, can you explain intentions again? So intentions are like the heart behind what you're trying to do, the wisdom or the energy you're trying to infuse in what you're doing, right? So if I'm saying like, let's say one of my goals, right? One of my goals is to lose weight, right? So my intention for that goal, right, is to feel better, to have more energy, to wake up with more energy in the morning, to feel like I have stamina, right? To feel healthy and to feel empowered, right? All of those things are intentions. The goal might be to lose weight. And the way that I lose the weight, right, through working out or diet or exercise, etc., those are the objectives. That's the strategy. But the intention is the energy that I want to put into it, right? Like what is it I'm trying to get out of that? What is the heart behind my goal? What is the energy I'm trying to embody from having that goal? Does that make sense? It's what you intend to happen outside of that goal being hit, right? So like for me, I'm thinking like when I hit my goal weight, oh, I'm going to be so full of energy. I'm going to be so active. I'm going to wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed in the morning, right? Those are the intentions behind why you're doing it. Brandy says, thank you, Alexis. This is great to have a little break in my day. Well, thank you so much, Brandy, for joining us. It was great to see you. I hope your nails are beautiful. Send me a picture I know you're in the mastermind, so send me a picture of your beautiful nails in the mastermind membership. Creatively Free to Be Me says, thank you for your time, Alexis. I had a really productive session today. I was going to ask you about the CEO Planner walkthrough, but I just saw it on the sales page. I love how organized you are. Yes. So if you guys want to see all of the inserts that are in the CEO Strategy Planner, you can do so on the website. When you click the link, there's a picture that's not a picture. When you click the link, you're going to see the listing, but then in the description, there is a video where basically I walk through all of the inserts that you get. There's a lot of inserts that come and it's all undated. There are some things that say like months, but no years, so that you can use things for some specific months. But yes, glad you were able to find that. Hope you enjoy the planner. Cheryl says, do you use an additional planner? So my actual calendar system is the master planner. So that's hold on, let me go up here. I got a lot of inserts up here. But this portion right here, like my calendar system, all of this, these are my yearly overviews. And then like it goes into, I have like month on 2 pages, all of this stuff, like where I do my actual planning is the master planner, which is also up on my shop. And then some of the inserts I'm using right now are like these CEO strategy objective overview and these weekly planning inserts. I've been using these. These come from from the bundle, the CEO strategy masterclass bundle. So that's some of the examples of the inserts that you have from the bundle that are different. So there's inserts. I have inserts for like everything inside of my planner, essentially. Journaling inserts, manifestation inserts, like brain dump. But all of that, the actual calendar, and then the project planning and the brain dump inserts, like this, all of that. So brain dump, let me pull a blank project plan. Do I have a blank project plan? Let's see. No, these are just not here. Here's an example of like just a project plan that I'm just writing in. So this project planning section, the brain dump section, the brainstorm section, and the notes. These, I don't have my note pages in here. These are all part of the master planner. Hope that makes sense. And send me an email if you have any questions, Cheryl. Teresa says, I love my CEO strategy planner. I highly recommend everyone here to get it. It's well worth every penny you'll spend on it. Thank you so much, Teresa. I really appreciate you guys, your feedback on things like that. Does it come with the Productivity and Planning Mastermind membership? No. Oh, the master planner, if you buy, okay, so the master planner, the actual calendar system I use, if you buy the full year of the membership, you do get that planner for free. But the CEO stuff is different. That's business stuff. Hope that makes sense. The CEO strategy planner is only in one size, which is half letter, but you can print it at half letter, A5, full letter, or A4, depending on where you are. So if you're in the UK, you have A4 paper. So you are able to print it on A4, or you can print it as A5. And I have directions that come with it for how to do that printing. So there's the major difference is just there's not a personal size. I don't have it too small. And the reason is that the CEO strategy planner has like so much information. It's really, really hard to get that into a small, like teeny little page for personal size. But it does, I do have in my print instructions, I do take into account that some places, like in the US, we use US letter paper, which means half of that is half letter. And then the equivalent kind of in like the UK and I think also Australia, right? In some parts of Europe is you guys use A4 paper and half of that is an A5. So my designs are intended to be able to print on either of those. And I do have directions that go in depth when you purchase them. Yes, and I also do have a printing tutorial to go with not any, well, any one specific of my planners, but I do have a really good tutorial that I recommend you watch for how to actually print and cut and punch your inserts and bind them, etc. Yeah, Carla. So that's the thing. The amount of information that's on these CEO strategy planners is just too, it's like, I could like write like 5 ideas on a little page for personal, which is why I did not bother even designing it that small. I think the smallest you should be using is like half letter or A5. Because it's just your business is just, you have too much information to be writing down that you should, years ago, I stopped using a personal for business stuff. It was just too small. Awesome. Cheryl says she bought the full year a few weeks ago. Awesome. Awesome, Cheryl. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so it seems like that is all we've got for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me go back to my full screen. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. Remember that I do this live free business planning session the last Saturday of every month at 2 p.m. And there's also a page on my blog. I should probably link it down below in the description as well after this, which is my events page that I've actually populated for the rest of the year of like all of my known live events. That some of them are ticketed, like you'd have to be in my membership for it, and then some of them are free here on YouTube. And that's just a good place to check to see what's happening and how you can join me live in the future. So I will make sure to leave that down below, and I hope to see you guys next month and hear about all of your wins from July and in our CEO Power Hour at the end of next month. So I'll see you guys soon. If you're at my masterclass, see you later, right? Because we're talking like every day. So see you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.